Hi,
Hey Pauline, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
Great, and it's great to have you here. I wanted someone who can inspire these young ladies, women here, and to give them some real life feedback on what's it like to be artist who is active on social media, who is into NFTs, just to because I'm talking here for 2 hours and I told them a bunch of stuff, but sometimes you just want to hear from the artist's perspective
Happy to
how.
be here too. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming. So, like I said, can you introduce a bit and tell us about your journey as an artist?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Pauline Faieff. I'm an artist. I do nude photography mostly. And I started my journey as an artist 3 years ago. Actually, when I discovered NFTs, I discovered that I was actually an artist too, because I was able to, I guess, meet the right people, the right community. And so, yeah, so I do nude art. It's a controversial art, especially when you have to expose yourself and share it on social media. And with the Web3 community, with NFTs, I was able to share my art much more freely. And so it basically changed my life. I was able to share why I do my art and being able to meet people who are just like me. So why I do my art is for freedom, for empowerment, self-love, and self-confidence. And I used to not receive the same feedback on social media, but with the Web3 and digital art in general, I basically quit my IRL job to do art because I met the right people, I guess.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your introduction. So I guess that was your motivation to enter the NFT and Web3 technology. What challenges did you initially face when you started with this new technology, and how did you overcome them?
Actually, I didn't face many, except maybe to understand how it works. But I'm kind of so more or less a geek, so it was not that complicated for me. I was following some tutorials on YouTube, and but the most important thing is that I was extremely active on Twitter. And I heard you just a few minutes before talking about being active on X. And how much time do you spend on it? So I spent a lot of time on it. That's true.
How
But
many hours per day do you know maybe?
I didn't count. I'm happy I didn't. But like when I started in 2021, every day, and but it's not because I want. So at this time it was pretty easy to sell because we had a boom on the cryptocurrency market. So that's true that it was a way to sell easily. But not only, it's because I had my friends there. Like I'm from my background is absolutely not in art. I used to be a purchaser. I didn't have many friends in art in general, and so I found my people. I found my community there. So I was extremely active because I was happy to share with people. And what is important to understand with NFTs and Web3 in general is that yes, you will meet people just like you as artists, but you will also meet people who share your same values, your way of living. What we are looking for with NFTs and Web3 in general is to in a way have more freedom. So it's much bigger than just an artist community, because most of my friends, yes, they are artists, but also builders, also developers, because we are all creating a new place for all of us to, yeah, to create a new form of living. Yeah. So not a lot of challenges,
Mhm.
except being active, except also being careful about being scammed.
Mhm.
This is really important to understand how it works, and not signing any contract too easily. I don't know if you talk about this aspect. Uh,
They I didn't, but they tomorrow they will have like a developer
oh,
showing. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, more technical aspect.
yeah.
So yeah, I guess what is really good is that so our social media is mostly Twitter for Web3, and what is important to be on Twitter, it's I think it's really different from all the other social media. First, because you have less censorship, even though you still have some, but also they are not expecting you to do some stuff. Like you don't have to post all just about your art, or just videos, or just reels, or just something. You can just be yourself, share your ideas, share how you feel, and just create, I guess, relationship with people. So that's not so complicated to get into it.
Yeah, I was also telling them before that this technical part of how to mint and how to connect wallet, it's easy to learn, and once you learn it, it's like on automatic, like driving a car, you know. But
Exactly.
what's hard is build a community and sell and be active on social media every day, like you said. That's the hard part.
Yeah, but I never felt like I was doing a job, like something
Mm,
hard, something, uh, because it's really it should be pretty simple, because you have many different people, but at the end of the day, you will share something in common. So not that complicated, because I started like I didn't use so 3 years ago I was not using a lot of Twitter. I had an account because I had to create it once for a class, but like I had maybe I don't know a few followers, and today I have much more. So it's just being active.
yeah, but I think it's when you love what you do, and I assume that you love what you do, then it's not that big of it's not that hard to stay active on social media all the time because you're sharing your passion, and I mean we
But
are going to have.
yeah, and you receive the feedback from people. So this is why it's so important. But for sure, you have to like doing it. Otherwise, it's not the same. But for me, Twitter has always been different from the other social media. Even though I have a community there, but they are waiting for me to be a specific way, which is not the same with Twitter. You can just be yourself and do what you want, share what you want, and people will not judge, people will not expect anything from you. So yeah, I guess it was easily. Mm.
Okay, okay. So, what do you think NFTs bring to the art world that traditional methods do not? Except you already mentioned more freedom. Would you try? Would you say something more that they bring besides freedom? Or
Um, yeah, besides, so just like I told you, I was not so familiar to traditional art before I arrived in the digital one. But what I noticed is that I guess we have much more opportunities and visibility for unknown artists, even though we are not represented by a gallery or by a curator or anyone else. We still can make the difference. And just like I told you before, I didn't understand before I was an artist, but then with this community, we are building something. So it's like when you build something with someone, there is a space for everyone to create something. So we can change the codes. I have this friend of mine who is creating a gallery. She is a gallerist, but like for NFTs, it's for Web3, it's different. Yeah, I think we have much more opportunities in a way that we don't need to know people to get opportunities. We can connect with them, and it's easy to connect. Also, yeah, I forgot to tell that connecting with people, it's like so easy. Collectors, even builders like CEO, everyone wants to create with you, so you will have access to them. Don't never feel like shy to talk with them, because they want to. Like, I had this call with a famous photographer a few minutes ago. He's quite famous in Web 2. He's quite famous in social media, but he is a builder as well in Web3, so it's easy to connect with him. And yes, we want to create something, so let's share our ideas, let's share our power, and we will create something together. It's really like I think in Web3 community is extremely strong.
Yeah, yeah. I told people that we always in Web3 say that we are so early, and I think this is the best time, for the artists to enter the space because everything is down, the market is slowly recovering. We got rid of some scammers, and it's a good chance to enter. And like you said, it's so easy to connect, with big accounts here in the space because everyone is building.
Yeah.
Artists, collectors, everyone is building something. So everyone needs everyone to help each other to get there. So that's why I think it's yeah, it's a great chance for artists. And you know that I think artists never in history had this chance like to live from their art because you have social media, you have NFTs, Web3, and now you slowly have AI that will make things easier. And with that combined, I think we can in the next 5 to 10 years expect a big percentage to grow of the artists who live of their art, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm always so I told here in the 2 hours I was talking a lot, but the word I mentioned the most was community. How important do you think community is here in the NFT space?
But I think Web3 by itself is a community, just like I told you before. Yeah, no, I mean, I tried. I'm 33 years old, so I guess I have an experience in life. I had different jobs, I had different passions, but this type of community, first time I met it, and I'm so glad that it now my passion is just even talking about the Web3 is became a passion for me. Yes, because we are here to create something, just like I said, but to also grow together. So the pursuit of greater freedom and independency from what we know is amazing, and for sure, you will work in a niche. But even working in a niche, like, I'm so happy. I was so inspired many times because, okay, I used to do only nude photography, but now I want to do AI, I want to do 3D, I want to do painting. I tried many different things. Why? It's because we are so big. We are inspiring each other every day. And so yeah, yeah, just like explaining this like that, you will feel like it's a fairy tale, but in a way, it is. Even though, just like in any community, there are good and bad people for sure. Don't expect. I would say, don't expect from Web3 to be the wonderful world. It doesn't exist nowhere. Because I had some friends being disappointed, and I think it's because they were expecting something that doesn't exist. Because in any type of communities, you will have bad and good people, and that's okay. Just if you know this info, you will be okay in the space. You will meet the right people, and like feel free if you need any help. Like I'm always happy to onboard people. I just did 3 days ago, I onboard a new photographer on the space, and I'm always happy to help because yes, we have Twitter, and Twitter also is a good. Even though I'm not so happy with different things, updates, but still it's a good place to support each other because we can repost the other ones, what we cannot really do with other social media. So there is really a way to support each other, and we have spaces. We used to have many spaces in a day back in 2021, but still today it's something also to connect with people, even if you don't speak very well English. Like I'm French, so my English is just like it is, but like it's not my language, but with all those little tips, you are able to also get more confident with yourself because, okay, you do art, but selling it, it's not the same. And especially in NFTs, you also do the sales. So you have to see yourself as a kind of in a marketing way, and it's not always easy to do so. So always happy to help.
Yeah, and about spaces, I told people here that it's really important to break that barrier and start getting our spaces and hitting that request button to speak and to introduce yourself to the community. It can be completely terrifying and terrible when you first do it, but no, I think the Web3 is the one place, at least I didn't see it, where people will not judge you, will not mock you on
No.
spaces. Everyone is supportive.
Always it depends because we have Web3 is a big community, so we have those degens people also who are more into cryptocurrency, those artists, those builder. So it depends on the space, but yeah, it's been more than 3 years now, and I never had any bad, never had any bad situation. Even meeting in real life bad people, I met once a guy because I was a woman. He was kind of rude about my art, but like in general, I met those people almost every week. So Web3, no, they are pretty rare. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, and we focus on good, we forget the bad.
No, never.
Pauline, yeah, we have a question from the audience. Can we? Yeah, so Tamara asked, where did you learn about photography? Do you take the photos by yourself? And do you have maybe some backstage photos too?
So I used to be the model. I started as a model. I was just taking pictures with my ex-boyfriend actually, and but this is so funny because actually, I found some pictures I did when I was a teenager, and I was doing some self-portrait when I was a teenager with not even a phone, but like a small camera. And that's funny because I always was interested by art, but my background, my family, it was not something that could be a work. So it was kind of hard. And then time to time, I'm still learning. I think we always learn how to take self portraits. I do more self portraits today. I used to do a lot of collaboration because I also what I love with this community is just like I told you, is onboarding people. So I used to work with photographers who were not part of the community, but I did collaboration with them, so they were on board in the space. And do I have some backstage? Not really. Yeah, I have to work more on this. But see, this is something we have to do. I know, but like as an artist, you create like I create because I feel something. I don't do it because I have to. So I don't think, oh, but if I have to create, I have to think about the backstage. But yeah, I might think about it more often. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
And guys, if you have some more questions about Pauline, I'm sure that she will be happy to answer them. Pauline, we talked about challenges, but what are some of the biggest challenges for a female artist here in the NFT Web3 space?
Oh, I guess it's exactly the same challenges than in the real world. Being taken seriously, not being too sexualized. I mean, just like everywhere, we still have a majority of men in the space. Um, so we still have to fight for our rights in a way, but like it's more being able to, yeah, to show who you are, to show your values. I don't really feel, but it depends because what I do is really specific. So with my personal experience, unfortunately, I used to have more collectors who are male than female. But like I have many different friends, and okay, we have a few female collectors. Not as much as we expect to have, but I'm sure it's gonna change with time. I think we still have to show ourselves and to share our values. I do remember I went to this event in Montreal 1 year ago, and 1 year and a half ago, and it was a Web3 event. I wanted to build something because when you are part of this community, you always want to do more than. I mean, most of the people they want to do more. Like you really feel that you can help. So I did many curation. I did events in real life. I'm helping as much as I can the community and especially nude artists. And I do remember in this event, we were only 3 women, and I was like, "Oh my God, should I stay? Should I leave?" I mean, I didn't feel really comfortable at this event, but I was like, if I don't explain what do I do, why I do it, if I don't show them that they are wrong, if I don't prove them they are wrong, that woman has. I mean, she deserves to be here just like a man. Who else is gonna do it for me? So I did it. I stayed. I made 3 guys extremely interesting. I learned because you always learn. Like even if it's about a new platform, a new cryptocurrency, a new protocol, you always learn. Even though you might not be interested by those topic, you can learn about something else. And I think. I mean, I'm always so inspired to talk with people, even we have not the same passions. And so, yeah, I stayed, and it was really at the end a good event. So I guess just supporting each other, it's really important. I think this is the way how to challenge the fact that we are so few. There are many communities for women also in Web3, but even without them, I think it's important to just show the support to other women, and we do it pretty well. Like like really, we are like actually I support much more women than men, and it's not even that I choose to do that. It's just that I feel it, and it's always like that.
Yeah, I think is you know you need to show up on social media, on conferences,
Yeah, yeah.
show up on that stage, speak up on spaces.
Yeah, I was invited to many conferences about NFTs to talk about my art because it's all about empowerment and freedom, self-confidence, self-love, and this is a topic that should be more that we should be more educated about, I guess. And I'm happy I did because most of the time, I'm in a room full of people who don't know anything about art first, but also they don't know anything about nude art. And so if you are able to educate them, I mean, this is wonderful. They choose after if they want to keep having those thoughts about what you do, but they have the choice to understand what it is. So yes, of course, if you have the opportunity to talk about it, please do. It's important for the future generation, just not us, like explaining, taking the time. No, that's great.
Yeah, and I agree. If you know, if God gives you the opportunity, like for all the girls here, you have to take it, no matter how scared of you are to being judged, because we all are. I mean, especially when you show up in public or on spaces to speak up, you have to do it. You have to overcome that fear, and you will be more. I think you will be more happier, more confident, more everything. And by the way, guys, me and Pauline have a space on Friday, 8 p.m., and we are going to talk about nude art and what it is. So I think that will be very, very interesting. Pauline, so we talked about all of this, but do you really think that, for example, in the period of 5 years, with all this Web3, NFT, AI, social media technology, artists can really, not just 1% of them like it is now, but more, can live off their art and quit their jobs and focus on doing what they love? Do you think that's a real possibility?
I don't know if in 5 years it's a possibility, because right now what we need, and I have this thought because I was talking with a lot of different friends who are builders, who are collectors, and I think now we need to maturate the space. So for now, we don't have. I think we don't have enough collectors. So I think it's important but it's so important to onboard people, because actually we have many cryptocurrency people who are billionaires, but maybe they don't know the impact they can have on an artist's life, for example. Or maybe they don't know how impactful it can be to become an art collector. And I think it's all about what you are doing right now, and all the things we can do is communicating about it, educating about it, because I'm sure we could, of course, there is the possibility to change life. Like 3 years ago, most of my friends, they quit their job, and now they are just artists. Most of them, that's for sure. But we cannot be only what is hard right now is that if the market is not good, then the art market is not good as well, and this is not how it should work. So I guess we have to work on that part, and educating people, because we can all become art collector, if even though we are small ones. I'm an art collector. I collected many pieces from my friends, even pieces from no friends, like unknown people. I do because I have because there are different so average of price, and so I'm able to do that. So with more people like me, just even though I don't have a huge budget for collecting, I'm sure we can change. But also, I think it's also being able to put. I'm from France. I know art is important in France, but not as much as in Italy. I live in Italy, and in Italy, has much more power. And I think, for example, in France, I wish we can work on that, because if you explain the importance of art in the daily life of everyone, maybe we will have more collectors. Maybe people will be more interested to buy some art rather than some entertainments. So it's all about education.
Yeah, I
But
agree. And I love that part where you said where we need to actually educate people on why they should become collectors and what that can bring to their life, and not just educating artists on why they should join the NFT world. We should educate all the people why they should become art collectors. I think that's really important, and it's up to each of us who are in this world, artists, collectors, even the degens of the
Yeah.
cryptocurrency should be everyone should be aware of that, I think.
Yeah, and it's like just like being part of this community. I mean, our role is to onboard more people to create something bigger for everyone. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So some of the easier questions. What is one thing you regret not doing or doing on your art journey?
So I have I don't want to live with regrets. So I don't have any regrets. I think I did some mistakes, and I think it's part of my life, part of my experiences. And if I am who I am today, it's because of them. So living with regrets, no. So if I have, that's true. But if I have a chance, I remember it was only last year when we offered to me to be a curator and to be a speaker at a conference in English. I was like, impossible, I cannot make it. And actually, yes, I did it. I was like, I had this opportunity, I'm not gonna leave it. And this is how I can, yes, I can say that I don't have any regrets because every opportunity I try to take it or to give it to someone. Actually, this is how I'm trying to help, also to support. Yes, I'm working on giving opportunities to everyone. And for example, can you imagine being? I was exhibiting all around the world. I went to Seoul. This is incredible for me. I'm from a Caribbean island. I'm French, but from Martinique, a Caribbean island. I never expected to do some stuff like that. But because of Web3, I was able to do that. Why? Because we are worldwide, extremely worldwide. Like my friends, they are all over the world. So I can go, I checked, and I can go in every country and I will be able to have some friends from the Web3. It's crazy. It's completely crazy. And yes, we give, all of us, we will give the opportunities to someone else to be exhibited, just like I'm trying to do a lot of event, a lot of exhibition to create people from all over the world, because this is how we can actually live a life of art, because we have this support.
Nice. I love it. I love it what you said, especially the part having the friends all over the world. It's so true. It's so true. You just connect with these people. I think because there is so, not many of us, and we all try to stick together and help each other. That's why it is what it is. So yeah, more people should definitely join. So Pauline, last question, but not last but not least, what advice do you have for women here on the call?
Uh, it's always the same advice from me. I know it's kind of silly, but be yourself. Be yourself, because here we have enough space for everyone. We are not, I really don't feel a competition. Like I used to live in a world with competition all around, not in Web3. We are all artists, we have all different style, we are all doing it for a different reason. And so, yes, there is enough space for everyone. If you are yourself, I'm sure you will be able to connect with people and to sell your art. Just that's for sure. We need to put some effort, to put some times on it. But if you love it, you will not feel that it's something bad or boring. So yeah, just do it. Take the risk. Don't lose the chance.
Be yourself. I love it. I love it. I was gonna end with that, but we have one more question. Not much time. Pauline, Tamara asks, which artist is your role model? Who do you admire?
Uh, I don't. I don't have one. Why not? Because just like I told you, since I'm in Web3, I got inspired by so many people. So there is not only one. I guess, who am I now as an artist, but also as a person, is because I was able to get inspired by all of them. So not only one.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. So we have another. Uh, we can see your work. So you can. I copied. I put the link to Pauline's profile on X on our chat in the part Meet the Mentors. So you can check out her profile on X, and over there you can find all her other links, and you can check out her work, and you can send her, you can follow her on X, and I'm sure she will follow you back. Maybe not instantly, but
Yeah,
you know.
and please feel free to DM me. Like, I'm checking my DM, even though I might have a lot. It's okay. Like, I'm happy to help. I'm really happy to help to onboard people. Like, I know this is how we can become a change for many people. So happy to help.
Cool. You heard Pauline, and if you send her a DM, just say that you are from the Flux
Yeah.
school, and then she will know you will have something in common. Pauline, thank you very much. I have to end. Thank you very much for coming. It was a great talk. I hope people here learned from you. I'm pretty sure that they are amazed by you, and I think that from all what I said, this is the best part, that I brought you here and that you shared your experience and your positive energy. That is what we needed for the end of this 3 hour school program. Thank you everyone for being here. um, you have next teacher in 10 minutes, so I will now leave, and have a good time. I will be if you want some questions to be answered by me, just please tag me in the chat at the Telegram group, and I will answer. I will be available whole week, and as much as it is needed for you to be available. If I don't answer immediately, be sure that I will answer. And